going to be doing an on-the-water review of the Bonafide Kayaks RS117. This kayak has been given to me on loan to take her out on the water, to give you an honest, unbiased feedback on it, the pros, the cons, and what I thought of it on the water. So let's take her out first and see what she can do out there, and then we'll come back and talk about some of the features as well as some of the other items on this kayak that make it truly a special watercraft. So now that we've had the kayak out in the water, I want to go over some of the features as well as the specs of this kayak. We're actually bringing the rest of the review indoors because the initial footage, the audio didn't come out so good because we were getting into that summertime here in South Florida where we start getting a lot of winds and rains. The RS117 is 11 feet 7 inches long. It weighs 72 pounds, is 33.5 inches at its widest point near the beam, and has a weight capacity of 425 pounds. The kayak, as you see, is accessorized just as it is right out of the dealer's showroom. So everything we're going to go over comes standard on this kayak. And let me tell you, it's packed with a lot of great features for its great price point. Let's take a look at some of those features now. Now the first area I want to start off with on the RS117 is the bow. Many kayaks normally have some sort of circular or oval hatch on the front. The RS117 actually has an open compartment on the bow. It's held on by 5 bungee points and can be easily removed. I would recommend you take this off during transport of your kayak, because even though it's on there securely on the boat as it is, you wouldn't want wind to go underneath it and possibly stretch the bungee and have it blow off. The large opening here in the bow is great for small utility boxes, smaller coolers, or any other items you see fit to bring out onto your next adventure. What's also very important is this open area has a scupper here, so you don't have to worry about water from rain or possibly a heavy paddle stroke putting water in here and having it sit and soaking up your items. So this is really a nice, well thought out feature. The hatch cover not only stands for a cover, but also has a nice pouch here. What this pouch serves for is somewhere to place your paddle blade when you want to rest your paddle down for, let's say, unhooking a fish or possibly retying. You can simply stick your paddle blade in here, have the rest of the paddle hang off the side of the kayak, and it's somewhere secure for you to do what you're doing before you go to your next fishing spot. Another feature I want to talk about in the RS117 is this really nifty pod here. This pod is a great size for keeping personal items such as cameras, phones, wallets, keys, or even additional smaller utility boxes. Now the bottom portion of the pod here looks like it's actually cut out some. Looks like it'd be great to fit a 12-volt sealed lead acid battery for items such as a fish finder. In addition, the outer wall of the pod area is slightly raised, almost an inch above the console area. In addition to that, when the pod cover is closed, it actually closes down below the height of the walls, which really leads me to believe this will help keep water out, which will protect your items. There's a nice hard seal here to keep it closed nice and tight. So again, this is a great feature to have. It's within easy reach of the chair area. Another thoughtful design of the cockpit area is the gear tracks that are molded here as well as on the outsides of the cockpit. You have about 12 inches of track on each side, as well as a 6-inch track area here to allow you to put a wide variety of items such as rod holders, electronic mounts, etc. Those come standard on this kayak and are already installed. In addition, you have 2 pieces of anti-slip matting here, which are adhesively attached to the kayak, right in the area where you would stand to help you get that little bit of extra traction, and also help you dampen the noise if perhaps you drop your pliers or another fishing tool. It'll kind of help take away some of that sound that it'll make spooking fish in your area. In addition, the footrests also have anti-skid pieces on here, so this will help if you like to fish barefoot, help you keep your feet pressed against the foot pegs without having them slip. The foot tracks are made of aluminum, so it's nice and sturdy. There's not a lot of play with these foot pedals, so it really makes it for a nice, well-built kayak. One feature I really did like was the fact that it's very difficult to move these. You really have to push on a button that's on the back side of the footrest to adjust it, lock it back into place, and it stays there. Some additional kayaks out there have pieces that you can accidentally bump or get caught on something that will adjust the position of your footrest. So these really help keep it staying in place, which really adds to the comfort of the kayak when you're out on the water. The next feature I want to talk about is how easy it is to adjust the seat on the Bonafide RS117. You have a low position and a high position. You have 2 catch points here for each position. On the seat itself, on the bottom, you have 2 areas here that stick out almost like feet, if you will. You'll take the seat, you'll pick your desired position, you'll slide them underneath the catch points, and there you have it. The seat will now be in the high position or the low position based on the preference of the angler. In addition, the seat is exceptionally comfortable. It has breathable material here so air can get in there both for your back and your bottom, so you're not sweating a lot. But another key feature for this chair is in the tank well. Let's go take a look. Before we get to the tank well, I want to show you a little neat feature here. There's a clip here right on the piece of bungee closest to the seat from the bungee that's going around the tank well. This will help you keep your seat back up in place. So when your seat is up, you'll take this clip, you'll clip it in place, and now your seat won't fold down on you when you stand up. That's an unbelievable feature which is really easily thought out and lets me know that Bonafide is really listening to the angler and some of the little intricacies that really make a kayak important. Now let's take a look at the tank well, because there's another couple cool features in there as well. Now the next area I want to talk about is the tank well of the RS117. First, you'll see there's 2 flush mount rod holders. Those come standard on all RS117s. The bungee around the tank well is plentiful, and the 2 middle clips are actually just that. They're clips, so you can easily remove the bungee, place your gear into place, and take your bungee and wrap it around your gear so it's nice and secure. But one really neat feature about the tank well are these indentations here in the tank well floor. Looking at these, and I'm just a guessing man, not only do you have the traditional 5-gallon bucket cutout, which is usually standard on a lot of the kayaks out there, they have all these indentations, which looks like you can put a wide variety of crates back here. But the indentations that go into the floor will help keep your crate or your black pack from shifting back and forth or side to side, which will help keep it nice and secure. So this was a really cool feature that I saw that stuck out to me, and I really said, wow, what an ingenious idea. So that's pretty impressive. You have your 2 traditional scupper holes here in the back so water drains out, but this feature here in the floor is really cool. In addition, here in back, you have this back plate here. Now this is not your typical hatch, but it's held on by 4 screws. I opened this up just to get a look-see to see what it is, and basically all it is this is giving you access to the inside of the rear of your tank well. If you want to install something, let's say a rudder, or maybe reach in and put additional tracking back here for, let's say, a VisiCarbon Pro or a safety flag or something along those lines, you can easily access the inside to get the best mounts possible on it. What's also really cool about this area is it's just like the pod up front. The sides of this area are raised, and the hatch cover goes down below those raised sidewalls to help keep water from getting inside of your kayak. So that's it, folks. And what I'd like to do now is just go over a couple points about this kayak and what I thought about it after taking it out on the water. First and foremost, I'm grateful for the team from Bonafide for allowing me to borrow this kayak for a couple days to get her out on the water to get my honest thoughts. First and foremost, this is a great kayak. For the price point, this kayak has a lot of features that you won't find on kayaks around the same price. It's American made, which is very important, which lets me know that there's a lot of quality that went into this kayak, and it's backed by a limited lifetime warranty. So you really can't beat that. In addition, the accessories that are on there are not overabundant. It has just the right amount of accessories to allow you to buy this kayak, put a few slide track items on there, and you're ready for the water. It's extremely lightweight, unbelievably stable, probably more just as stable as kayaks I've paddled, about 14 feet in length, and it was easy for me to stand with the seat in a high position. I love how open it is. I love the open hatch in the bow area, and this was really a lot of fun to paddle. As far as speed, while it's not a speed demon, the kayak has good speed for a boat in its size, but again, it more than makes up for it with its stability. As far as the cons, there aren't really any. You have to keep in mind that this is a kayak that's 11 feet 7 inches long. I'm about 5'8", 6 feet when I have my heels on, and weigh about 170 pounds. So this cockpit was comfortable for me, but I will say if you're an angler above 6 feet tall, you may feel a little cramped and you may want to go look at their RS117, which will give you a little bit more room. But overall, this kayak was very easy to take to and from the launch, very easy to lift into the bed of the kayak, fun to paddle, unbelievably stable, had good speed for a decent sized body of water, and I really had a lot of fun fishing from it. So if you're looking for a great kayak that's not going to cost you an arm and a leg, that you can either fish from or just take out for your recreational paddling, definitely give the Bonafide RS117 a look. Here's their website below. If you have any questions, please post them below, and if I can't answer them, I'll have one of the Bonafide team members jump on there and answer them for you. I thank you for watching, and if you like what you see, I ask you to please subscribe. And again, I want to thank the guys from Bonafide for giving me the opportunity to try out one of their new products. Folks, I'm Bill Secor, the Florida Bass Paddler. Thank you for watching, and tight lines.